Hello. All right. Hey guys. What is up? Tatsu, would you like to do the intro? Thank you. All right. Cool. Hold on 1 second. Apparently, Discord isn't a thing. I know, right? God dang. Why would I want to do that? Oh, okay. No. Not like this. Okay, I think they can hear you now. Speak.
Testing.
They
Hello?
can hear you.
Hello?
I see you guys.
All
Alright.
right. We're,
Run it
we're
back.
gonna do this again. We're gonna
Run
do
it
this
back,
again.
boys.
All right.
Take
All right. So we apologize for the technical difficulties. Mika just is sometimes just be like that. But once again, for those of you that don't know, I am Tatu, social media manager for UC Esports. Welcome back to another episode of the UC podcast. Last week we talked with the League of Legends team, had a great conversation. This week we're with the UC CS:GO teams, and we're just gonna do some introductions, starting from the top with Grayson.
Yeah, so I'm Grayson. I am the coach for the CSGO's for the B team.
I'm Tim. I play on the CSGO A team.
I'm Cormac. I am the lurker for the B team.
I'm Jace. I'm the primary opera on the B team.
I'm Michael, nameless. I'm IGL for the B team.
I'm Owen Sincerely Richardson. I do everything that Aaron does, just a little bit better.
I'm Aaron Lemmy, and I'm the team captain for the A team.
My name's Brock. My name's Shep in game, and I don't even know what role I am, but I play for CS:GO B.
All right, great. Thank you guys all for being here. Means a lot. So, just to start with a basic question, because I know nothing about CS:GO, like know the bare minimum. Tell me about the different rules that each player plays in a typical game of CS:GO and what the main objectives are.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah,
so
Captain
so-
should know this. The brains of it.
So the objectives is there's each map. There's a A and a B bomb site, and it's just like League of Legends. It's 5v5, except it's first person, not like an overview.
And not at all like League of Legends. So.
It was just a 5v5 reference. So your goal is, as terrorist, to go to one of the bomb sites and plant the bomb, and then defend the bomb until it blows up, or kill the whole other team. And then your goal on counter-terrorist is either to kill all the terrorists or to defuse the bomb after it's been planted. And whoever does that the most, gets first 16 rounds in a 30-round game, gets they win. Yeah.
First to 16. You play 15 rounds on each side. You play 15 straight on one side, and then you switch.
Okay. Is it like a win by 2 thing, or?
Yeah, it pretty much that's what it ends up being, because 16-14, if it goes 15-15, then it starts doing best of 6 round overtime, so you do 3 on each side. So then the next one, if you go 15-15, then it would be 4-2 would be the next you could go, so it would be 19-16.
Okay.
Or 19-15, sorry.
Oh, you're all good. All right.
So
Go
there's
ahead.
not in a professional match. There's not going to be a tie. Normally.
So moving on to the next question is, I heard you all saying a lots of names I was not familiar with. Are those like different classes in game? And what are the responsibilities of like each individual class, I guess?
I mean, there aren't classes in CS:GO. It's just kind of
Roles.
the roles that we assign in a team. So there's like riflers, there's oppers, there's the IGL, which calls all of the tactics in the game, and then there's support players who are more utility heavy players, and then there are lurkers, which just kind of they play a little further back and try to stop people from wrapping your team.
Man, he's
So in Counter-Strike, there's the biggest draw about it. One is the mechanical skill ceiling of it, is the fact that you have a crosshair. Unlike in Call of Duty or other shooters, you can't aim down sight. You always just have a reticle in the middle of your screen. And so your bullets are only accurate when you're not moving. So unlike Call of Duty or some others where you could run and spray and it's still accurate, if you do that in Counter-Strike, you're going to get destroyed. Your bullets aren't going to get hit. So there's a movement and shooting mechanic that's hard to it. But then on top of that, there's a utility, which consists of a flashbang, smoke grenade, a hand grenade, and a Molotov or incendiary grenade. Incendiary grenade does area damage, and so it basically prevents people from being able to cross through an area, as well as flush out corners that people might be hiding in. Smoke grenades are smokes, you can't see through them. If you go into smoke, the people on the other side of the smoke can see you coming out of it before you can see them while coming out of the smoke. Flashbangs blind people, and HE grenades go boom and do damage to people. So how you use that to manipulate the map, and how you use your players to take certain positions in the map control to throw utility to fake like you're going to the A bomb site, but really have 2 people waiting by the B bomb site to go a little late once they over rotate or over commit. So it's really about taking gunfights in the middle of the round, using your utility to see what you can find, and then the T's decide on a bomb site to take.
And one important thing to note about Kevin mentioned roles. So it's not like other competitive games like Valorant or Overwatch or League where they're like different characters with different abilities that can do different things. The unique thing about Counter-Strike is that everyone's pretty much on equal footing. So on terrorist side or counter-terrorist side, everyone has access to the same guns, the same utilities, the same whatever. So it just comes down to what people are personally capable of doing in terms of the role that they fill. And maybe roles will kind of switch up between the game sometime depending on what's going on. So it depends on a lot of stuff. I mean, Counter-Strike's been around since 1999, so it's kind of an archaic game, and a lot of the stuff that's in CS:GO today is kind of taken from that original game that came out decades ago. So it's very simple in concept. I mean, in practice, it's very complicated what you can do, but I mean, the objective of just getting if you're on a terror side, planet A or B bomb site, if you're a counter-terrorist defend, I mean, that's really the basis for a lot of modern FPS games that are out today. So it's a really interesting game. It kind of seems simple on the surface, and it kind of is, but there's a whole lot of depth to it, and it's a complicated game in the long run.
Right. So
To clarify,
easy and easy in theory.
there's no classes that you can select at the start of it, like TF2 or Overwatch. It's a very fluid game role-wise. Like your lurker can turn into your entry fragger at any moment. Your opper can turn into just a rifler at any moment.
So is it then normal to say rotate roles throughout a current match, like even if you're in the middle of one round?
Not necessarily. People generally follow their roles, but if somebody needs to pick something up because, say, another player died or whatever, so I mean, usually the IGL is always going to be IGL, and usually there's not going to be another person, making calls in game. But sometimes, if the IGL is dead and maybe he doesn't have some information, but some other player does, and maybe some other player would make a call. So generally, roles stay the same, but every once in a while, they could someone could pick something up, like somebody who's not usually an opper could pick up an op if they have to make a play. The op being the sniper rifle.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
then,
oh my bad, but like
no, go
piggybacking
ahead.
off
Go
of
ahead.
that, that you also like, especially on, well, it goes for both sides, but you don't want to be doing like a constant thing every round because then it's easy for the enemy team to like pick up on what you're doing and then to like just play against that or like create a strategy to do something against that. So being able, especially on CT side, to be able to shift like where you're playing and not playing the same corner every round or not, use the same nades every round, just to like different just have like a different approach to every round just to confuse the other team and keep them constantly on their feet to like that's also like a big part of the game.
All right. So, moving on from just basics of the game, let's talk about strategies and how you guys actually practice as a competitive team. So, what's like some practice drills you guys run, or how you get better at the game over time, besides just playing day in and day out?
Aim training.
But so like individually practicing, like there's been a lot of talks of like this should be like mini games to like so you don't have to play a full game to fully like get in. But there's definitely things just like deathmatch, which is like you run around just shooting people to perfect your aim. And then there's like some mini games that are like community servers that you just hop on with your friends or randoms that you can do. But like there is like a part of the like thing that you have to practice, which is like game sense, and that's just playing. You really the only way to practice that, in my opinion, is just getting an actual game, and you just have to like that's something that takes like years to work on. It's not like just like knowing like or to say it, knowing what's about to happen before it actually happens and being able to just do that like without actually thinking about it, just do it like kind of just like that, yeah. But then when it comes to team prac, there's certain strats that we can like dry run where we'll just be in an empty server by ourselves on the map, and then we'll like know what nades to throw, and we can talk about, oh well, if someone does this, then here's a protocol to like do this about it, or like, and so there's certain things, and then how I like to practice personally for the A team is just run like a lot of things repetitively and do like the same map multiple times in one night when we practice in scrims, just so if you make a mistake on the first map, then you jump right back into it on another map where you either like, oh well, now you've learned it and now you can like work on whatever like strat that we think is going to counter whatever went wrong in the first game. And so, and sooner or later you'll kind of root out all the crap that goes on, and then you'll have like a closer to perfection of the game that you're playing.
So one thing that's really cool about Counter-Strike is that we have a horrendous cheater infestation. So because of this, the matchmaking that comes with the game, the anti-cheat is not very intrusive. Which it's never mind. Which anti-cheat's very intrusive. Not very intrusive. So this resorted to third parties who are actually tournament organizers for professional scene. Provide third-party matchmaking services that have more invasive anti-cheats and are better at preventing people from actually cheating in the game. So there's two different types. One's called Face It, one's called ESEA. ESEA also doubles as pretty much the only prestigious amateur league that you can play for Counter-Strike. It also is a way that you can make a name for yourself in team-based Counter-Strike and work your way up the divisions and get to better teams. They even host Mountain Dew League, which is where teams start to become semi-professional, professional level. And they also host Pro League, which is where the professionals play a certain season. But what's cool about ESEA is because they host this league, they also host scrim servers. So what the scrim servers are is they have a bunch of servers that you can hop in, say what map you're playing, and then any team that has a team that's paid for or have players that are subscribed to their website can go and scrim teams. And it's just really easy to find people that are actually serious about playing Team Counter-Strike, which is different than just hopping in any old match. And you can just find them very quickly. Otherwise, I know some college communities, how they practice is they reach out to other colleges and they coordinate times. But with ESA, you can just, as long as you have all 5 of your players, you just put a server up, look for a server to play on, and that's usually how we find our matches to scrimmage on.
Yeah, on the B team, we typically go out and we search for college teams because we like to play people around our skill level. So we go out and we find college teams that we then will scrim one map of our pick, one map of their pick. And then a good thing about Counter-Strike is that it has a demo. You can download your game files, and so as a team we like to sit down and we like to watch over our demos. That way we can find imperfections in our gameplay, and then we can work on fixing them in the future.
Demos are basically just film.
Yeah,
It's film of the game essentially. You can
exactly.
go over and see what happened in depth, and go from third-person angles and replay rounds and see what happened.
Right. So, Mika, do you have any questions for them?
Yes, I do. Do skins give you an advantage in game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact,
Yes.
skins
Yes,
equals
they do.
wins. Skins
Yes.
equals wins.
Do you mind
Really?
giving a skin tier list?
Oh
There's a
crap!
lot
I
of
gotta make
skins.
this
There
real
are too
quick.
many skins.
That's like over like 200 skins.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be back in
That's
10
not even
minutes.
talking about the different
Right,
knives too.
So give us if it makes it simpler, give us each of you say your favorite skin for your character, gun, and knife.
Oh shit.
Here, I'll start. F character skins. I hate when people have this green skin and we play on the green map.
Aaron,
and
they
you
don't
can't
even know
see
though.
'em.
They don't even know about.
that is actually that's an interesting topic because
Yeah.
so
That
like I
is
said
so
before,
bad.
a lot of things in Counter-Strike are really static. So even the tiny
It's all
details
about even
down
playing field. It's
right
all,
like down
everyone's
to
on
the
same playing field.
down to the player models. It's actually a really it's a kind of a hot topic in the community right now because they just recently introduced new player models. Like normally on a specific map, all the player models look the same on either T side or CT side. So now they've introduced these new player models that you can buy on the market, and they look crazy. They say crazy things, but the problem is you need just some of the character models blend in with the maps, kind of they look wrong, they kind of look out of place, and it actually messes up your ability to see them in a certain angle or whatever. So some leagues actually ban the player models and stuff.
Really?
And now, yeah. So it's kind
they're
of
obnoxious.
they are obnoxious, yeah.
Whew.
But
they're legitimately difficult to see on the maps.
Yeah,
there are so many
sometimes,
clips
yeah.
you can find on Twitter of somebody will walk by somewhere, scan across an area, and their crosshair will go over where someone's just sitting crouched. But say there's a green ivy patch on a wall, and a dude
Green
is
on
wearing
green.
a green thing.
Yeah.
He's crouched in a corner where it's kind of dark. I mean, you will look right over them. You'll have zero idea that you saw them.
So it's too good of camouflage.
Way too good.
Yeah.
And you paid for them, so it's they can get money
Pay to
for
win.
it.
Pay to win.
No, they
Yeah.
did kind of change up the maps a little. They reduced
Yeah, so
the.
instead of
Yeah.
fixing the character models or taking it away, they doubled down and said, no, we're just going to brighten and change different spots of the map so that we can still use these and people can complain less. Yeah,
They have
Yeah.
started to
hilarious.
change the player model skins though. They've
Mhm.
added bright pieces of clothing to them. So
Yeah.
given instead of this guy used to have a green, a bandana around his neck, they'd make it blue. That way they'd stick out a little more. But
Yeah.
it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, they're not unbearable,
That,
but
and they've
it's
changed some of the
frustrating.
colors as well.
Yeah.
There was one green model where I think they changed the shade of green just to make it more
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah,
Okay.
so otherwise, I mean, there's knives and skins, and those don't actually make a difference
Yeah,
in
they're all
terms of
cosmetic.
gameplay.
Justin,
totally
you and I
cosmetic.
both know the A4 is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the skins. I mean, they look cool, but it's just I don't know. People like to show off with them, I guess.
All right, so gonna take a question from the chat that I think is pretty interesting. This comes from iHorizen. He says, legitimate question. Are CSGO players afraid of change? Also, what game do you tend to switch to when you rage quit or get upset with CSGO?
Dark
So
Souls.
that does kind of go into what we were just talking about with the player
That's a good
models and
question.
stuff. So yeah, it's a really good question because, like I said before, CS:GO has been around for over 20 years, and a lot of the core concepts of the gameplay have been the exact same since then. And I mean, the thing is, it works. It's a working formula. So I mean, like I said, a lot of modern competitive games are kind of based off the format of Counter-Strike, which was Counter-Strike 1.6, which is what it started with way back then. So a lot of the times there'll be a big update and something will change in the game, and there will be a lot of pushback. And sometimes they'll revert the changes, sometimes they'll change it up. But I mean, it really just depends. Not every change that gets made in the game is bad, but there has to be a really good reason. So for example, a while back they released a new weapon in the game, which was like this revolver. It was this pistol.
Oh yeah,
For like
Cowboy CS. Love
for like
that.
half a
no.
day,
love
half a
it now.
day, it was like this one-shot kill pistol, and it was $800, and literally nobody used any other gun except that one pistol, and it was stupid. Like it was total BS. Like it should never have been there, and that was
Yeah.
probably like the fastest update they reverted ever. But it's like stuff like this, such little things like that can just change the core gameplay, and you don't want that to happen because the formula of Counter-Strike works, you know. So you really want to be careful with how you change that formula.
Yeah, so to answer both questions, I guess well, actually, as a person, I don't really like change all that much, and I won't admit that. But with Counter Strike, it's kind of like a why fix it if it's not broken, and so it's had this. So Counter Strike was originally a mod on Half-Life 2. It came out 20 years ago. At some point, it got to the version number 1.6, which was the final update that I ended up getting. And so Counter-Strike Global Offensive, what we played, came out about 7 years ago, and then there's one in between the two called Source. So Counter-Strike 1.6 was seen as like the golden CS when Source came out because mechanics changed between the two games that people going from 1.6 to Source were not happy about. So eventually people all came together in CSGO, and the game was actually really bad when it came out. Pros really hated it, but then they changed it, mixed it up, and improved it to the point where it got really good. But at the very core of it, it's a first-person shooter 5v5 where you defuse a bomb or plant a bomb. There's an economy system in it where you use money that you get from round to round to purchase guns. Basically, the better the gun is, the more expensive it's going to be, is a good rule of thumb. And that's what people want. And anything that keeps you from being able to clearly see somebody's head and click on it, like Counter-Strike players, they're not big on graphics. Like people lower their graphics so that the frame rates are better, or so that there's less details around that are distracting, so that you can locate where the enemy players are. Because milliseconds are what these gunfights comes down to, and if you're not prepared, you're going to get smoked. And if they have the advantage of being able to camouflage, like that's horrible.
Less is more in that sense.
Yeah. And so
With improving the
my casual game that I play, funny enough, which not a lot of people play casually, is Super Smash Bros. Melee, and it's kind of the same thing. That game came out on GameCube. It's 20 years old. It still has a thriving competitive community and like zero patches because there's no way you can patch it.
Yeah.
So it's am I afraid of change? Yeah, but also like I really like what I have right now, so don't take it away from me.
I mean, they also did just get rollback netcode, and I know
dude,
a lot
it's
of
insane. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm a duty net play Falco though, so I'm probably not too popular.
But before we change topics real quick, you mentioned like how different versions, and there was a golden age version of CS:GO, and I'm not aware if tournaments do this for CS:GO. I know some tournaments do this for other games. Will they purposely revert back to like an older version of CS:GO if players heavily request it, or is there like a universal build?
No,
it's always
There's a
it's always like
universal
the
build.
first like update or the newest update, but sometimes the only like thing that's close to that is if there's a brand new update that's like a big, let's say like Valve introduces like a big update to like a map. For example, like there was one recently on Vertigo where they changed the whole like bomb site and they changed how mid was a little bit. And so, but like the tournament just started, so they decided for the rest of that tournament they'd play on the old patch, just like one patch back, just so teams wouldn't have to work with a brand new map in this tournament that was already going on.
Right.
And so like that's really like the only thing, but it's usually always the newest update because that happens like maybe twice a year that a tournament just has to be on like one patch back or you're not seeing the newest Counter-Strike, but it's nothing like crazy change really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the patches are what's going to split the game. So just going back to what Owen said, it's not like Counter-Strike 1.6 was like the golden age so much as like that was the original Counter-Strike. Like 1.6 was Counter-Strike for the longest time, and then Counter-Strike Source came out, which is based off the Source engine, which is what Gary's Mod and stuff like that uses. And that was that split the community. So there were people who played Source exclusively and people who played 1.6 exclusively. So the community was split between them, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which is what we play now, that was supposed to bring the communities together. And eventually it accomplished that. But like a lot of the people, but the problem with that is like a lot of the people in the pro scene right now, it's kind of been, I mean, there's some new talent coming in, but it's a lot of the same people going back to, you know, the origins of the Counter-Strike scene. So like when Counter-Strike Go came out, there was certain like mumble servers and whatever where people were coordinating strats and developing these things that would eventually be used in major tournaments. And for the most part, it's been those same people who have been in the scene. So it is kind of a challenge right now in the CS:GO scene to bring in new talent, just as it's kind of exclusive. But I think it's getting better in that regard.
Right. So, moving back to some chat questions, we have 2 questions right now, and I'll read you guys the first one. Is A Team the best CS:GO team in Ohio currently?
We will be. I guarantee next season we will be. I guarantee it. Everyone out there can come clip this.
Yeah.
We will be the
Yeah,
best
clip
team.
it, seriously.
Do you
I think
believe
in Ohio,
that
easy. Yeah.
Do you
Who's the
believe
best
that
right now?
A and B team could be top 3 in the state?
Okay, actually, B team is if when they're like hitting their shots and they're like playing well, I literally think that they will like win CSL. I know that's like a big thing to say because CSL is like the national league.
That is bold.
That's
That is very bold.
That is very bold to say,
This-
but
not
like
to-
not to like step on their feet, but like on anyone's feet on that plays on a B team out there. But I feel like the B team ranks like so for a really good school. We're just gonna say UCF because they recently just won CSL. Their A team is so
there's,
like
there's
top
an
tier.
There's an A team league and a B team.
Yeah, oh yeah,
To
oh yeah.
clarify.
I should have
It's
said
not
that.
all
Sorry.
one. Yeah.
But like their A team is like so top tier that there are some players that go to that school, obviously might try to make that team that are good players, and then they end up being on the B team. So then you have these, A team like level players that just kind of are forced into the B team league. And so the B team league, like from what I see it, is like some teams will just get rolled over like 16-0, which would be like that's bad if you get 16-0.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and so I feel like there's a big skill disparity, but I feel like our B team, especially like with how like it's slowly gone up, like I feel like when we first started it last year, it was a team that was like getting 16-0, but now they're like I feel like they definitely can compete with those like top teams that are like have those like B team players that definitely can be considered as A team players, or like at least like in the skill to compete in the A team league, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
As soon as we find a fifth.
Yeah, recently I think we played the best B team in the nation, UCF Gold, and we brought them to I think double overtime and open.
Is
So
that Central
like
Florida? Is that Central
Yeah,
Florida?
Central
Yeah.
Florida.
The Knights.
Yeah, they are really good.
Right. We have
That's
we have someone in chat saying that NKU B team is coming for you guys.
Yeah.
They are.
So
Yeah, yes I
He
am.
could do it. He could do it. Now is
They're
the time.
poaching players. They are poaching.
they're poaching
One of the B
players.
team players. I
Hi.
just want to start off by saying the B team has not had a constant fifth for over 8 months. Not probably since they
switching
started.
someone out.
Since
But
they
on the
started.
plus, for 4 of them have been playing together for almost a year at this point. So
Okay,
like,
yeah. So it's
so,
on.
we
It's
have
like
that
a
going for
constant
'em.
4, or I guess now a constant 3. Feels bad, man. But one of
Hey,
Sorry.
so close to getting a fifth. As soon as we get like a new fifth, they're gonna have a really solid roster. One of the B team members is going to NKU.
Dang.
We
That's
are.
unfortunate.
It's
That's
not
bullshit.
We're killing this kid
John,
What?
Should I
Hi.
kill him right now? Should I
John,
kill him
defend
right
yourself.
now?
right now.
Kill him right now.
All right,
On stream.
on
Alright.
stream.
I deserve this.
All right.
Alright.
Any last words as a Bearcat boy?
No,
Take
not really.
control
Who am
away.
I banning? Who am I banning? Who am I banning?
John,
Yeah.
Jason, John, take him out.
All right. All right.
Unfortunate.
We're not kidding. This isn't a joke. I don't know why we're laughing.
This is why we need
Alright.
scholarships to
Oops,
give.
I don't know how to
So,
use
uh,
Discord.
So to save him from actually getting executed by his teammates,
He's getting executed.
the
There he
next
is.
What?
Get him!
Oh no.
oh,
Let's look at
Oh
all
my
this.
God.
Let's look at all this. Look at what you're throwing
Unfortunate.
away. Thanks for helping out at the CS:GO LAN.
No.
Thanks for being on EC CS:GO.
Take him out.
unfortunate.
Pow.
How could you let this happen?
How?
John just
yeah.
got murdered on stream. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He just got murdered on stream.
Damn.
All right, so
Taken out.
I don't understand what this question means, but hopefully one of y'all do. Someone asked M4A4 or M4AI hyphen.
4.
It's A4.
A1.
Anyone who
A4.
says that
A1.
A1's
It's the
stupid.
A1.
A1. It's the
You
A1.
suck.
Oh,
A1 is
A1
based.
One.
It's
Okay,
The
the
A4 is better.
there's
All
like
right,
to
what
to
is
tell
that?
you about it, it's like so on the counter terror or on the terror side, the best rifle. When we were talking about like there's some people that rifle, when you have let's say full money, you could buy whatever, and you're a rifler, you're getting the AK-47. It's got a decently easy spray pattern. It one taps people, like so it's one shot to the head to kill
Right.
someone. It's really the best rifle in the game. But then for CTs, they have two rifles. They have an M4A4 and an M4A1S. That's like if you had full money, you'd buy like whichever one you have equipped. And so you don't get both equipped in game. You have to choose
They take
before
up the
game.
same weapon slot.
Yeah,
So
if that
you
makes
either
sense.
choose if you're gonna for the whole game, you're playing either exclusively the A4 or exclusively the A1.
Yeah, yeah.
And the A1
so
has a silencer on it.
one has a silencer, one doesn't. But the one that doesn't have it has more bullets and it shoots faster. So it's definitely the better one. Anyone
And
that
it's
says
a little more
A1S
expensive.
can just go
It-
cry.
It's probably for a while both guns were both the same amount of money to buy them, but then recently in the past few months they changed it so that the silenced one that shoots slow and has less bullets in the clip is $200 less expensive, which is much as a flashbang, which is actually a decent amount and adds up over the course of the game as you buy it multiple times. So before it shot slower, had less bullets in it. Now it's cheaper though. It just depends.
It's easier to spray with.
That's true.
So is it common to spray and
But it
pray?
also has yes.
For new players,
It's also
yes.
slower to kill.
Ooh.
The A1S has better skins. That is also something
Yeah.
you need to consider.
Yeah, I just
I
said
don't know.
that in the chat.
Howl and Emperor? I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, but that Acres fell.
Mm.
I don't know.
That's
I
cool.
pray for Poseidon.
If we're talking about like the most expensive skins, the A4 has them. If we're talking about more
Yeah.
cool skins, I guess
Fair
A1.
Yeah.
Everyone
Right.
loves the A1.
So how experienced would you all say you are at the game? Because that's kind of important for this next question.
I have like 2,000 hours in it. I don't know if
1,000
that's
hours,
the
okay,
answer.
that's good enough for me. That's good.
I don't want to say how many hours I have then.
I've
I
been
have
playing.
like 4K.
I mean, across my multiple accounts,
I've been playing since
Huh?
like
Oh, no.
2019. So
I don't know. Some of them got banned.
I have
Okay.
5,600 hours.
I
This-
have 3,400 hours.
I have
It's a lot of
3,400 hours.
I have 80
I don't
hours.
even think I have that many hours in Smash across all the games I played.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
the thing.
no.
You'd
It's
be
like
surprised
all
how
the
quickly
MOBAs
true
and
hours.
it's like all esports. You just gotta waste your life playing it. But it's
Yeah.
fun. It's a fun waste of your life.
But this question comes from Warp N in Twitch chat.
Justin, he's NKU's A-team coach.
I see. He was the one talking trash, by the way.
Oh,
But
no,
he
he's-
said CS:GO was released
Toxic.
almost 8 years ago. What do y'all think the future of CS:GO holds?
Valorant.
It's not.
shut up.
We're not getting Source 2, so like
That is
the only
interesting.
thing that's going to change is we're going to get a new game, if anything.
Yeah, there's been rumors. So like Dota 2, which is like the other most popular Valve game, has Source 2. But the thing with CS:GO, like we don't have Source 2. Yeah, Valve obviously likes Dota 2 more than CS:GO, but that's just a pain that we must go through.
So how often does the meta change throughout CS:GO then, patch to patch?
Oh, never.
Um,
Pretty much
it
never.
depends though. It depends because
Very
there
slight
has been
changes.
multiple changes.
Yeah.
More specifically with the Krieg.
Yeah, there was a
I-
gun that was like overpowered a while back, and it kind of like it had a scope, and like for T's they could just run around, and they could challenge sniper rifles at angles because they had a scope, and it was like way less expensive.
It
so
had
was
a
kinda
really high
broken.
rate of fire too.
Yeah, it was
Um,
just all around broken.
But
Well,
the big complaint was like Counter Strike, as we're continuing to express our hate for change, has always been T side AK CT M4, and then like any other gun you use, it's gonna be the op, or if you don't have money, you're buying a pistol or a less expensive rifle. So the Krieg came in, and not only was it not liked because it has a scope on it, and people call it a COD gun, but because it actually had functions and purpose and utility that for just about the price of an AK, you add a scope and increase fire rate, damage. It just made it would cost $2,900 as opposed to the sniper rifle, which is $4,750.
No, it was 2750.
Well, at first, I know, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous, and it needed to be changed, and it wasn't for a while. But I mean, the game still went on. I mean, it's still Counter Strike. It just had a new element to it, and people had to play around it.
I mean,
teams
that was kind of like
got good
a-
off because of this gun became meta, or other
Oh,
guns.
and the UG.
Yeah,
Like
rip
the
the
Iron
AUG.
Creed became
AUG used to be
powerful at
bad,
the
yeah.
same
AUG is
time.
the
The
staging
AUG got the
scoped
nerf
weapon.
first.
But that was
Okay.
like kind of like a minor meta change in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things.
There's
Like
never
the
been, like,
biggest
a
meta
big
change
change.
It's the
recently
number 2 in the
was
world.
the economy system changed recently. That was the
That was
biggest meta change
Yeah,
in
that
a
was
long time.
So they changed so basically how they keep it like balanced. If you win around, you get like a certain amount of money. If you're a T side and you win, like depending on how you win around, you get like different sorts of money. So if you're CTs and you kill everyone, you get a set amount. If you're CTs and you defuse the bomb, you get a set amount. And for T side, if you get bomb plant, you actually get more. So that's like a huge, like kind of a big thing because T's when they have to save because they don't have enough money to buy, will try to just run a strat that is purposely built to just get a bomb plant, and then off that
Did
bomb plant, then they can
was
have
that
more
the
money
stream?
to.
That was the stream.
No, no, Mika's hosting
No.
it. Kevin's
Oh,
just the
sorry.
host.
Crazy.
But anyway, so yeah, so there's like big meta change, but one of the biggest one was now you get more money off of like your first loss, so that there's less save rounds is what they were trying to introduce, and it's the only thing bad about it's pretty much better because you can always like buy like a pistol even on save rounds, which makes the rounds closer. Like even if you have a pistol versus like an AK, for example, it's still like you can contest the round. It's a lot better than just the default pistol if you have to like full save. And but the only thing recently that's bad if T's get that bomb plant in the first round and end up losing it because they get that bomb plant and that new increased first round loss bonus. They can actually have a stronger buy than CTs, even if CTs win the first round. So that's like a little broken if you think about it, because like why would you have a worse economy if you won the first round? But that's the only complaint I have. Other than that, it's pretty good because you get to buy more guns, which more competitive rounds.
So, I hope I pronounced this right. Valero Gaming asks, who is the best opper?
Clearly
It's
me.
not Limmy.
It is me. Pull up the clip from yesterday.
1v1 op, Limmy. 1v1.
So, what exactly is the role of an opper?
So it's a sniper rifle. It's this big, long, green thing. All puns and all jokes welcome. But
I
basically,
hate you.
The PG?
God.
so it's a sniper rifle, and so it's actually overpowered, but it's like something that needs to be in the game. It's a good thing to be overpowered, if that makes sense. So it does cost a lot. It's like the second most expensive gun now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the op basically, so it costs a lot of money, so you can't get it in one of the first opening rounds of a game. But one thing that's huge with it is since it's like a one-shot kill, is there's certain places where or certain sites that ops can hold just like by themselves if you just get them posted on an angle. And because like you can't just peek into the angle, or you're like sacrificing like a body on T side if you like peek into an angle. And so there's like different like fights that you have to take, and you have to like open up. You can like open up a map if you like get like a long enough angle where you just have that like that side of the map now on lockdown, or they like have to peek you kind of thing. And then there's also like utility, so you can like try to flash them off the angle, and there'll be what we call pop flashes, which means you cannot see the flashbang. Basically, it lands in such a spot or it explodes in your face just so quickly and just like at the perfect place in the perfect time to where there's no way you can dodge it. So then if you get flashed, then you have to back up, obviously, because you don't just want to be sitting somewhere blind. And so yeah, so it's like a necessary like overpowered gun in my opinion.
All right. So, we have a question for C Wizzy.
Oh crap!
Tim!
Oh, boy.
This is a good question.
This comes from Ross Korific.
He's in the Discord call right now.
What
I don't know what
is
you're talking about.
Sneed?
What is
This-
Sneed?
What is
What
Sneed?
is Sneed?
Sneed and
Sneed
feed.
Seed and
Seed.
feed.
Formerly
Formerly
Chucks.
Chucks.
Could you elaborate on that for us?
No, I can't. Sorry.
It's just what it is. It's Sneed's feed and seed. Formerly Chucks.
I hear it every day. At
It's our
practice,
favorite
and I don't get
shop.
it.
We all go there every month. We all meet up, go to Chuck's, seed and feed.
No,
Fun time.
Sneed's feed and seed. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Right. So I saw that there was talks of a tournament this weekend.
Yes.
Believe it was called the Nifty Tournament.
I think they just meant to call it like a nifty tournament. So it's I don't really know.
I don't know
What?
that.
That's
I forget-
stupid.
Forget. So it is CSBSJU Invitational. That's officially what it's called. It's like St. John's. I forget exactly where they are, but
The
they're
charity tournament.
yeah. So they have a tournament this weekend, and it
College of
includes.
St. Benedict and St. John's University.
Yeah, there we go. So it has us. It has 7 teams, and but it's seated in an 8-team bracket, and so the teams are UCA, CSBSJU, NKUB,
That's not the
UCB,
seeds.
Dakota State, NKUA, and DePaul. No, that's not the seeds. Those are the teams.
Oh, I thought you said seeds. Sorry.
The seeds are not
Let's go.
disclosed to us, but all we know is we're the number 1 team. That's all
That's
we
all I
know.
wanted.
Full pride. Full pride. I
Yep.
respect. All right. So someone Erwin2 says that Josh is kind of cute with XD right after. Very
Oh.
tempted to ban them. Very tempted.
I think we need the ban hammer. That's a 14-year-old. He
Yeah.
can't do that.
It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
But we have a question from GoGo Evan7, and it's a question for Owen.
Uh-oh.
And he says, who the explicit is CVB?
Owen, explain that one. Go for it.
So was that at the LAN or was
That
that
was-
before that?
That was
That
at,
was before the LAN. It was on
it
online.
was on my stream. That's all I know.
Gotcha. So we made a roster change early last fall, and so we brought in CVB from the B team. His name's Hugo, and so my dad was watching Limmy's stream, and he was unfamiliar with because I'm very fortunate. My dad's super supportive and tries to watch games, and he's trying to learn the game. He's trying, but he's 58. He'll get there one day, I hope. But
Don't
he
be
didn't
the best
recognize
58-year-old
CVB as a
sniper.
name, so he texted me because I was living out of town for co-op. He texted me who the expletive is, and it was CBV when his name is actually CVB. So we all thought it was the funniest thing. We clipped it. So then we went to a LAN in Columbus. Don't worry about our results, but they did this really cool team pick. Where we all lined up, looked really goofy, and they had our gamer tag below our name. But for some reason they messed up, and for Hugo's, instead of saying CVB, it just said T. So we cropped a bunch of images where it said who the blank is, and then we cropped in a T or who the blank is CVB. So that's kind of where that meme comes from.
So it's a nice running joke.
Yes, isn't it hilarious?
Very hilarious. Okay. So there's currently an argument in chat about who's the better team between A and B, and then someone says that B team is cuter. What is your takes on this? A B
It's
team
true.
being cuter.
It's true.
As the
They
coach,
Yes, Shep.
B team
Okay.
is definitely cuter.
I'm just saying
From a
this right
tactical
now.
perspective, they
I'm
are
just
cuter.
saying this right now. Cormac hits on the A team almost every day. That should be telling you that
I
he's
hit on
interested in the
everybody.
B team.
Let's
That's
just
what
say we are
happened.
one big happy family. A family that also believes in incest.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Get him out of here.
Home Alabama.
Get him out of here.
Remind
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, our elected community head.
Where is this kid?
He-
Sorry, I disconnected him.
Yeah.
Okay, you got my you got me covered, Tatsu. Thank you.
Oh, he's
Alright.
looking to be dragged in.
I hate him.
Yeah, why did he say that? That was messed up. Why would he say that? Yeah.
Let me just join general or something. All right.
He did. He joined stream. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Gotta move this kid.
And this is why we hate Lemmy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Lemmy, how-
we are expecting a full apology. Right here, right now. If it's not a good apology, I will ban you from everything I can. You have 10
This seems
seconds starting
reasonable.
now.
I apologize to all 23 viewers in chat right now for that explicit
24.
20. Oh, is it 24? Sorry, 24 viewers right now.
No, actually 23. I was messing with you. Be consistent.
Oh,
Bye bye. I'm joking.
can't trust anyone.
Not even
Clipped and
yourself.
shipped.
Uh-oh. So I got a question. Does anyone have any crates?
Oh
Yes,
no.
we need to get the
No.
crate killed.
Funny you said that. I purchased 16 of them.
Just for
Oh,
the
boy, you guys are going big. I got like
each do
3.
about 5.
That's
There's a
that's a
high
$50
chance of
case
a
opening.
knife.
No,
just
it's
for
not. I
us.
did 20
I'm
with
so
50.
honored.
Oh, I bought 8 glove cases and 8 Prisma 2 cases.
Why did
So,
you use
you have
glove?
Here.
Isn't Prisma 2 the anime
So I'm
case?
gonna stream my game real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Give it to Tim. Give it to Tim.
Let's go.
I just read the title.
Man,
of the
we're just gonna rotate through this.
I hate you so much, Mika, for this title. I'm just now reading it.
Oh, I love the title.
I hate it.
That's
All
pretty
right.
based.
Yeah.
While
Oh,
we
that's a
keep the
lot.
Game open, what is our opinion on
So-
Femboy Hooters?
It is
Um,
needed.
We actually
need
run
it.
it. We run it.
No, we're not.
So
If we hit 30 viewers, I will open a Femboy Hooters by my house.
yeah, so
Everybody in this chat, go watch the stream.
yeah, with Counter-Strike, there are aesthetics, there are skins that go on each of the guns. These are the gun slot buy weapons or buy menu slots that you buy the weapons for. So each of them have different skins, and each of these skins go from varying prices all the way from a few cents to hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how rare they are. There are a lot of Chinese skin collectors that pay crazy amounts of money. But to open a case, you get dropped a crate, and then you have an ability to win a skin. The color of the background of the skin, so these are blues, purples, pinks up here, and red. And then this is the special, which is either a knife, which are the rarest and most expensive weapons, generally in the $100 range, or better you get it. So one of the cases we're going to be opening is the Gamma 2 case, or Prisma 2 case, and I unlocked a knife from it. And so that's how I got this guy. And so there's also something called Stat Track, which is it tracks how many kills you get with that weapon. So normal knives wouldn't have this number right here, but this is Stat Track. So I actually got very fortunate and opened this skin. And so with skins, there's different exterior wears. So this one says factory new next to exterior. And so there's something called a float value. The lower the wear rating, the better condition the skin is, and the higher it gets, the more damage the skin appears to have. So I opened this one. It's factory, which is high, so you can have double 0.1 is the threshold to be factory new, and I got double zeros. So for $250, I unboxed this thing, which is about $650 or $700.
It's
So we're
It's
hoping
like
to do one of that
$900,
right now. So should we do this case opening?
open it.
So
Open it.
We have a
That's
request. We have a wager. Warp N says there is a knife on the 9th case.
On the 9th case, okay. Can
First key,
you,
last case.
what? First key, last case? What?
So
do it.
one person said knife on the 9th case. Another person said first key, last case. Bless up. We also
Okay,
have
so-
someone asking when they will be replacing Lemmy.
Oh my
Oh,
god, that's
let's
kosher.
Please.
Kick him out of kick kosher out of the chat.
All right. I'm going so first key, last case. This is the first wager. Here we go.
He said don't kick him, so
This
I
is a
won't.
horrible waste of money, by the way. Your expected value on this is so incredibly negative.
He
It's
just
ridiculous.
lost $2.
I just lost $250. That skin was probably worth like 5 cents.
It's a Deagle skin. It's
So
worth
also,
at
whoever
least
said
50
first key,
cents.
last case, sorry. You suck.
You're welcome.
So these
Speaking of opening,
the gold one is what we want, and that'll be a knife. Then we'll open a glove case. Gloves are also another fashion statement us Counter-Strike players sport in game. That's worth a lot of money.
The
And those
flags.
come from glove cases. So we'll oh, there went a red.
Mega.
Oh, there went a red.
Pain.
This is not
Alright,
good, ladies
so-
and gentlemen.
Kosher says if Owen does not get a knife, he is main opping on UC CS:GO A.
I don't know about that.
Well, first he has to get to college to be on a collegiate team.
That is
tell him
true.
that.
Also, stick
Oh,
around because
not
we
even a
do-
purple. This is
I
not
do believe we are giving away game keys before we end stream today. So if
Yes,
you want
sir.
to
I
be
got
here
the
for that,
names in the generator.
that's what we like. That's my president. Woo!
This is not.
Yeah, so Owen has.
You're doing great, Owen.
Oh, I'm just seeing like $2 bills just going down the drain. This
No,
is
no, 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 no.
fantastic.
$2.50 bills.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
those
yeah.
were a thing.
Hey, man. 2 of them. That's an
Which-
extra whole dollar bill gone.
Wait, which
man.
key are you on, Owen?
The 7th. Oh no! Stop! Just give me purple.
Hey,
Nope.
it's okay. He called the 9th
Okay,
case.
so this is the 9th case. Which case, Justin? What do we think, guys? Which one?
I think the one right in the middle.
I'm gonna go third one from the right.
Third one from
Okay.
the right. This one.
Yes.
All right. Everyone quiet. Oh.
Well, Justin stinks,
Yeah, Justin.
and that's why he goes to NKU.
I think that's why I've gotten all blues, because he made a bad call. Like, he cursed me for the first night. So now from this point on, we should be good.
His name's also blue in chat, so it's
Oh, okay.
What the heck? Oh my god.
It's Minware. Oh my gosh, that's
How
horrible.
much is that? $4?
That shotgun you can only buy on the terrorist side, and it's very bad.
It
It's
might
What are
be-
you
very bad.
talking about?
People
That gun
buy it
is
as a meme. People
amazing.
buy it to meme. This is so bad. See
Top
now,
out your head.
so come play Counter Strike. Join the community. We do 10-mans. Even if you haven't played before, join the community. It's a really fun game. Oh, let's go!
No way! I hate this.
That's fact new. That's fact new. That's fact
Flip
new.
it.
Oh my god.
He just made all of his money back. I hate this.
Did I?
Pretty much.
Out here.
How much
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It's $17.
That's still pretty
It's
good.
still good. That's
Pretty
still
good.
fact
Yeah.
new opening on case. That's on stream. That's
Oh
still
my
that's still
goodness.
oops.
I hate this kid.
I'm still down a lot of
Aaron,
money.
he's older than you.
I hate that kid still. He's a kid to me.
All right, 4 more.
Single
That was
person
cool.
whose
That was a
name
good
is
one.
literally Kid Limmy.
All of chat is begging to buy the Dragonfire skin now.
All right, starting bids at $18 market price. Increments of $1 only.
20.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
I don't play this game, so
We're almost done.
all right. So chat. Does
This is for the
anyone
case.
So chat. Does anyone else have any questions before we start the key giveaway? We got 200 with the $ after. 31.
Okay, that's not bad.
Someone would buy it for $3.
Oh wow.
Real_kosher has a question,
Okay.
but did not type out his question. He just decided to type, I have
He
a
has
question.
a question, though.
Typical.
He's a little.
Now we know.
That last one was I made my money
I
back
hate
on the case.
Kosher
Okay, so this
says,
last
when
one.
are they going to be allowed to come to UC, and how old do they have to be? Well,
You
there's
have to
not
graduate high school.
I don't think
Kosher,
there's
you have to not be in high school anymore.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
get through
much.
high school.
Me personally, I would simply graduate high school so I could go to UC. That's just me.
Last one.
Try to get a good GPA. That's also a goal to get to UC.
Yeah, 3.8.
Oh,
3.8, gang.
That's what I
Whoa!
got.
Go CS:GO.
Hey, 3.8
So play
gang.
the game. Come to our community. Play 10-mans. Play CS:GO. It's fun. Don't spend money on cases. If you're gonna buy skins, just pay for them market value and buy them.
Yes.
As you can see, I
Right.
lost $30,
Responsible,
and that
unlike
was
us.
lucky. I can't believe I only lost $30.
Yeah, I lost $50 the other day with Mika, man.
Yeah.
What?
That was pain.
That's not Mika's
You were
fault. Don't blame her
asking
on that.
me.
That was pain.
Yeah.
That was
Don't even blame that on her.
I was like thinking I wanted to do one, and I did it. It was just pain.
Pain.
But Mika, you know what time it is?
It's giveaway
Random
time.
dancing.
Giveaway time. Woo!
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all the names in there, Some of you guys have stayed until the end. I appreciate it. So, the first winner of a game key, is
What game?
Roscoe.
Exit. Who the heck is Exit?
You can
Probably
exit
an
the
egg.
stream.
The Smurf
Dang.
account.
Well, now Exit's a little less happy he won the key.
Exit's not even here.
And neither are you.
Right? Ninja
I almost
Kiwi
said
73.
Ninja Kiwis. Are you in chat?
Yeah, it
Wait.
looks like Ninja. All right, let's
That-
add him.
Ah,
Oh,
he
he's
said
in it.
it.
Oh,
He's in here.
Whoa! Congratulations.
Ninja Kiwi!
Congrats, buddy.
Are you in the Discord at all? Message me, Mika, hashtag 0847 for the
Pound
key.
sign, not a hashtag, is a pound sign.
Yeah.
It is
Pound-
These
MIKA.
millennials.
It's technically called an octothorpe according to Latin, but
Hey, there you go.
Cormac's
so
a
we have
history major,
Hollow Knight,
by the way.
Right, so
EU4,
Cormac
and Broken
Serenade?
Age. So you can pick from any of those three. Please message me. Thank you.
Ooh, brutal. Brutal.
The next winner is. This is a first come, first serve. Oh my god, Equilibrio? Chad? Is Chad Baker in the chat?
Chad Baker. Are you
Chad
there,
Hannah
buddy?
Baker?
Hannah, this is your tape.
Who? No, none of that. Ending stream now. Disconnecting Mika from the voice chat.
Wait. You guys won't believe this. Kid
What?
Lemmy.
Let's go.
Oh, this is
let's
rigged.
go.
Yup.
Yep.
You know how it is.
No, I'll send the screenshot. I'll send the
He's
screenshot.
actually not even in the call, so I don't think he can win it.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually not here, so I think we're gonna have to
Oh,
reroll.
dang.
I
Alright.
think we're gonna have to reroll.
Shoot.
This is corrupt.
It is a little corrupt. Dang. I didn't kick you. I didn't kick you, Lemmy. I didn't
No
kick
one
you.
kicked you. No one kicked you. You disconnected on your own accord.
Alright, is Aaron in here? Horizon? Are you still in here? Horizon left.
Oh, Horizon left. Let me get back in here.
I'm just gonna call names. Remastino? Am I?
I
Rey
think you mean
Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio. I hate you, Kevin.
Oh,
What happened?
Always stealing my jokes.
damn.
I just think
Ju-
of them faster. I
Just
just
like
think of them
camera
faster.
citation. Or physics
Jenny's
recitation.
J3NYS?
Were we in the same recitation?
Yeah.
I know
I thought
you're
I
in
recognized
here.
you somewhere, and I know for sure you had recitation on Thursdays in the
blonde
afternoon.
Were you the blonde kid?
Yeah, I think you hated me.
No, I just think I made fun of you a lot.
I mean, I made fun of you a lot as well, so I think we're even.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
I
I'd
mean,
make fun of Roscoe.
Cormac came to like my
Another
dorm room
TV
every other
viewer?
week.
yeah, I'm friends with his old roommate. Yeah, John.
Let me come home. All right. So do we have all of our winners?
Well, only one person has come to me because some of these people effing left. Another TV
Wow,
viewer?
That seems silly.
Bro.
I don't think we deserve it.
I don't
Where's
think so
Kid
either.
Lemmy? Where's Kid Lemmy?
Right,
SMA.
Kid Lemmy
Yo,
left.
Shep?
Like,
Uni Shep?
oh crap.
Shut
I
Is
think
that
he
you?
left.
Is that you? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Like what?
I'm
Where
gonna
did Brock
give these
go?
after stream, but you can pick from
Oh my gosh.
Europa
Remember, it is
or
first
Broken
come, first serve.
Age.
It is first come, first serve. Remember that.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Shep is
Hi.
dead.
Oh, hello.
Shep's not in here.
Oh, whoa, what's this?
You
What the
weren't
heck?
banned? What do you mean you were
Femboys
banned?
10. We haven't been femboy. I feel like if it's titled Femboy 101.
I'm over here
Feel like-
making a bigger fool out of myself. Feels bad.
Lemmy says he was banned, but he's still in the Discord.
Fake news? Question mark?
Yeah.
Ichirin, are you? I see you with the kappa. Ichirin.
That's actually me. No lie.
Wig?
I'll claim it.
All right. What game would
Okay,
you like?
maybe I wasn't.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean, I was
there's
the one
games?
that disconnected you, so
Yeah,
I would
they're
know.
keys for games. Game keys.
Oh, what are the games?
There's so you got Europa 4 and Broken Age.
I think I already have Europa 4, so I'll take the other one.
All right, great. Now we gotta find someone who will take Europa 4.
Lemmy, you're back. Where did you go?
Lemmy.
Back.
Who's doing some strategy planning? Because he's always
I'm back.
thinking, always on the gear.
Really?
Also,
Strategic mastermind.
we have a request from One Kid Ty. They say tell Tim to turn on his face cam.
Sorry,
Oh.
no.
Do it,
Aw.
Tim.
He doesn't even do it for A team. I introduced A team to my mom and B team to my mom and dad. He wouldn't do it for either.
Owen?
What?
2?
Oh,
I'm not hearing
What is
my
that sign supposed to say?
Aaron, that's not the
The
strat.
stream.
You know, it's too blurry to actually
Yes,
read.
yes. I can see it on
Worst
screen just
advertisement
fine.
ever.
TV.
I can-
Okay.
This is just sad.
Alright.
Just ban him.
I have
He's
this.
advertising.
I have something special for the stream.
Hi,
Want to
I
see
don't.
a UC strat, a UC CS:GO A strat, best team in Ohio strat?
I'm a little scared.
Here's the strat
Oh,
book,
no.
the entire thing.
It's actually
Ready?
following twitch.tv/SlayerPond.
Wait.
That's the strat.
Oh my gosh. You did win.
Owens and seriously,
me
go
on-
kill.
All
The
right.
strat.
That's the strat. Message me on Discord for your key.
Oh, Nightbot timed out kosher. That's what.
Good. He probably
Good,
deserves
good.
it.
Oh, he
Right.
deserves it.
100%
Like,
he
hate
deserves
kosher.
it.
He 100%
There's no
deserved it.
margin of, maybe, no.
Okay, what did kosher do?
I don't know.
It looks like it was posting
kosher.
links.
He probably, I don't know. He's,
Oh, he was posting links. I'll ban him for that.
Good,
yay.
yes.
Unless it was going to my
Yay.
Twitch channel. Was it going to my Twitch channel, kosher? You have 20 seconds to respond.
Wait, but he's banned.
No, he's typing.
Nah, he's got to get banned.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
typing.
It was Limmy's Twitch and yours. Okay, what's
That's
my
a
Twitch
lie.
channel?
I
What's
don't
my
believe
Twitch
that.
channel?
I can't believe we're addressing this.
What's my Twitch channel, buddy?
All right, everyone.
We need to publicly execute kosher in this stream.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't.
and John.
I don't
Ban
think-
him. Ban him.
All right, follow twitch.tv/kidlimmy, twitch.tv/sinceriously, right?
ONR
Twitch-
ONR 159. Sorry.
159.
Okay, there you go. Twitch.tv/SlayerPawn,
Slayer Pawn.
twitch.tv/Veekers with a Z. I barely streams, but just follow me anyway.
Follow UC Esports. Follow the Twitter. Interact with us on Twitter.
Join the
We have a whole
Discord.
hashtag. We have a whole hashtag that no one uses. Use the hashtag. Get it trending.
Kosher really wanted to be in the call.
No.
We're about
Invite
to
you to
end.
call.
We don't
Doesn't-
want him in the
doesn't
call.
matter.
We don't want him in
It doesn't
here.
matter.
We will not
I'm
want
just saying, I'll invite you to call when I get affiliate on Twitch. So that's up to you, buddy.
Dang.
Challenge.
Someone asked me to ban kosher. I
Maybe.
would say
Yes.
subscribe to the
Yes.
Twitch channel, but Venmo me $5 right now at KJ Edmonds 01.
Okay, I got
I'll
you. I'm
consider it.
doing it. I'm pulling up the Venmo app.
Wow.
Oh wait,
Right?
is he?
I will pay $5. What is it, KJ?
At KJ Edmonds
My
01.
eyes. Can you
How
tell
do you
Limmy
spell-
to turn off his cam?
Type
Jeff,
it.
shut
Type it in
up.
Hold on,
And
hold
okay,
on.
Jeff,
God.
shut up,
I
Going
Jeff.
to DM.
Jeff, should we break the scandal right now?
Yeah.
Jeff, should we break it? I
Let's
don't know if
break
I
it.
don't know if the internet
Are we
can handle
talking
it.
about getting Jeffed or?
No. No, but that is funny. Jeff is the NKU president, is that the right title?
The Esports President Club. Yeah. He's the
Yeah, so he also plays NKU 10-mans with us sometimes. And so he'll usually fill the role of if we have 9 and we'll need a 10th, he'll come and play. So between UC and NKU for about a year now, the term getting Jeffed means that you got your spot taken in a 10-man. So he really is a man who's transcended location.
You're awesome, Jeff.
Yeah, I love you, Jeff.
I've known Jeff since I was like 14 or
I
15
hate the
years
thing.
old.
I hate the thing that you made.
The moth thing?
No,
He's the
getting
moth
Jeffed.
overlord.
Oh, damn. Any
All right,
closing
so-
statements, boys?
I did not receive the $5, so kosher, you live to see another day. Being
Aaron
great.
looks like he's still about to send it.
I might. No, it's Texan Flint back.
I actually
Yeah, I have
debated
those.
on stream.
Debated on stream. I should go banned for that.
Goodbye,
Ban him.
Limmy.
No.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to everyone on UCCSGO for joining us tonight. It was a great time. Be back next week. We'll be discussing some game. Shooting for Rocket League. Rocket League people, if you're watching, I want to talk. So yeah.
Go Jelp.
Oh, Jelp.
I love Jelp. Wait, do you know Jelp?
Oh, Jeremy.
I've seen Jelp, yeah.
He's
I-
dating one of my good friends.
Oh my
I
gosh.
like Jelp.
Big Jelp fan. Hearts for the
Shout out
hearts
to
for the
Jelp.
stream?
Follow his stream.
I did it.
I don't know his.
We couldn't get
but
Cormac to do
I know
it.
he streams.
Hold on, we gotta raid
What?
someone. We gotta
flex,
raid
Cormac?
someone.
Who are we rating?
What?
Can you flex?
Uh,
Ooh.
10
I'll
out
go
of
Who's
10.
live
good?
and you guys
Look
can
at
raid
his
them.
arm.
Raid
It's
Enherg.
huge.
Raid Enherg. Raid
Yes.
Enherg. Raid Enherg. Raid Enherg. Raid Enherg.
Who is that?
Look at that massive
Aaron,
bicep.
should we? Aaron, should we?
My biceps are
wait, do
small. It's all
what?
Raid
tricep, man.
Enherg.
Raid? Oh yeah, we can raid.
Yeah, let's raid Enherg.
Twitch.tv/NHERG.
He's our new fifth.
He's our new fifth, yes.
Oh,
Very good
So,
player.
is that John's replacement?
No, that
No,
is,
he's for A team.
Hugo's
Oh,
replacement,
A-team.
sadly.
Oh.
No one can replace me.
Hugo's
Oh.
replacing you. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Are we raiding?
Yes. Everyone go to.
NHERG.
I will put his Twitch link in the general. If I'm allowed to do that, Mika?
Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
you can.
Just for today.
Yes.
No, he can do it any day.
We're
Can
we're
I
trying
do
to
it any
woo
day?
him a little bit,
No.
make him
Why
feel
not?
real
Only
welcome.
when you-
But I'm a better player than him.
Well, I like him
Are you
more.
really, Roscoe? Are you really?
Kid
Cormac?
Ty Kosher only two.
If I remember, we
Sweet.
beat your team
Right.
16-6.
What do you say?
If I remember
Give it a
correctly.
second. Everyone has to go in
We
there.
beat you
Alright.
16-6.
Everyone get in his stream right now. If you're in this call, I expect a message.
Oh no,
from
I
you.
remember that overtime game.
I'm gonna
Crap,
end the
whatever,
stream,
time game.
boys, so you guys can raid
Vertigo.
the other stream.
Oh,
Everyone-
where'd it go?
Mika, you gotta rate him too. I better see a Vickers.
Oh, wait, yeah, Tim, you
I'm
still
on
owe me
UC
something for
Esports
that
right
match.
now, but yeah, I'll be in there.
Put it in there.
I'll be in there. Bye, guys.
Tim
Bye.
still owes me something
Bye.
for that.
Wait, what happened?
For the
Wait,
Vertigo
no,
match where I dropped 40, you still owe me something.